which is very simple, very easy to use, but it also has on-card mode, which is a very cool tool available completely free of charge, which allows you to design and draw your VRF system directly on a DWG plan without needing to have a card program on your computer. Card software, as everyone knows, is extremely expensive, and here we offer you the option of creating a VRF project on a plan drawn in AutoCAD using completely free software. You can receive a plan from your architect, make your project on it, position your machines, return with this plan to the architect, and he will lay out the electrical, dominaire ceiling, everything else. Okay, the video will be brief. Okay, and we hope that if you like it, we'll continue trying to bring new things to you. Watch the video until the end. Thank you. Let's go. So we open the initial window of our software here. Here I assume that you are already creating your flowchart in sales mode, which is the program's default mode, okay? And we will now do in the designer what would be card mode. So let's click here on card mode. First step, new, let's make a new program. Oh, I forgot to say it, okay? As we are talking about card mode, most of the card programs, the commands, all in English. We think it's better for you to work in this mode. If you change the program language to English again in the settings, it should already be set in Portuguese. So we come here and in the general configuration, we put English. I've already done this. You will put it from Portuguese to English. It will ask to restart the program. And when you open it again, it will be in English. So let's go here to new, which is a new project. Our project here will be the tutorial card, country, Brazil, city. I will put São Paulo. Second point, we have to have a drawing. It's already ready on an AutoCAD. You can start drawing straight away, but you are creating a project. It is assumed that you have an architectural plan in DWG. So you have to import this plan in DWG. The architect who something like this was sent to you. So set drawing. We're going to pull our environment here, but it's an apartment, a residential application. Here we are. We're going to condition 6 environments. We have a living room, a balcony, office, a master suite, another suite, and a bedroom. There will be 6 evaporator units. We're going to install some evaporator units of different types. As it is an apartment, it only has a floor. We will provide this information here. So now in the design part, we come here to management, which is the management of our environments. So I click here on management. Right away, it's going to be affected with 2 floors, which would be the first floor and the second floor. It would be roof. It would be coverage. Okay, so this first one, this floor here, which is the coverage, I will delete, erase. Important information here. It says floor height. It would be the height between floors, and here ceiling height. It would be the height from the floor to the lowering, if any. In this case, it will put the standard lowering, then the standard height, 2800, 2800. All measurements here in the software, you have to use it in millimeters. So your CAD drawing, for example, if a wall is 3 meters, in CAD, it will have to look like 3000 mm.
3.000 milímetros.
If you have it in centimeters in your drawing, you will have to rescale it to make it millimeters.
Tá bom?
As I said, there are 6 environments. So we're going to insert modify room here. Insert 6 environments into our project. Insert, 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 insert until you get the 6th one. Okay?
Nosso primeiro ambiente vai ser a sala. Segundo
Our first environment will be the living room.
suíte.
Second room, the balcony.
Third room will be the master suite. The fourth room will be the suite.
Fifth environment, the office.
And the sixth room is the last room.
Ok?
I'll give you what here. It will already be appearing here in red: first floor, living room, balcony, switch, master switch, office switch, and bedroom.
Ok?
I'm going to change this one. I'm going to remove this first floor. I'm going to call it apartment 601.
Ok?
Our first point, click here on apartment 601 and come to the specify floor window. We will tell you where this floor is.
Então,
It opens a window. We will make a rectangular window informing where the floor is. So I will give the first point. It opens a window automatically. I come here ready. The area is selected, the floor where I will do our project. And then there is the room, balcony, suite, office. The selection, when I go to inform the areas, it informs rectangular or polygon areas of the quiction that has several walls. For example, there are only two areas here, completely rectangular, which is the balcony and the office, the other areas. There will be several points for us to select, so I will first select the two easiest areas, which are the rectangular areas. So first I'm going to select and show our office. I click here on office. I'll zoom in to make it easier. Zoom is the mouse wheel, side to side, and zoom in, zoom out.
tá?
By clicking on the mouse wheel, you can also move around your drawing.
Tá? Igualzinho é no AutoCAD. Então, venho aqui ao lado de Specify Floor, tem aqui Specify the Room. Especifique o ambiente, tá? Então, clico aqui, tá? E ele fala aqui First Corner, 3 pontos A ou polígono P, tá? Então, primeiro canto. Então,
The first corner I'm going to put here, which is the endpoint here. In the same way as the AutoCAD, I have to go to Objects, Snap.
tá?
What is Object Snap? I select middle point, endpoint, center point, intersection, orthogonal. I usually leave endpoint and orthogonal point here already clicked. So I click here on Objective Snap. I come here endpoint. I also go down here to the endpoint of this. That's it. My office is selected and it is now black. Let's now go to the balcony. So the balcony, I'm going to do the same thing. Specify the room here. I zoom in to make it easier for me to find the wall point here again. The other point is also black. Now I'm going to our room, which is a little more boring to get all the points. Specify room. First point I'm going to bring here. No, I have to do it differently because it's not rectangular. So specify room, I'll now make it a polygon. So here the first corner appears, the tree point A or polygon P. Theo. Then he asks me for the first corner. I come here too. Second corner, third corner, already starts to open an area. Come here for my third point, the fourth point, the fifth point, sixth, seventh, the point, fourth point, fifth point, sixth, seventh world. Because he didn't get it right there. Okay, my room is now
Let's now go to our switch master. Select the wrong switch master P. My other switch also, again, polygon. First point I put here, second point.
E agora, nosso último ambiente, que é o quarto. Specify Room.
And now our last room, which is the bedroom, specify room. Okay, I have my 6 areas.
Let's see what it is showing in our environment. Less. It is now showing the areas of each of my environments. In other words, my living room is 41.83 square meters, the balcony is 28.67, the suite is 20 square meters, and so on. We can put the thermal load here directly from here at this point, the thermal load from our environment. Or here we can say a thermal load in BTU per square meter.
Tá?
Typically, for most environments, 800 BTU per square meter is more than enough. And we will do this except on the balcony, which is an area that gets a lot of sunlight. So I'm going to put 800 BTU per m squared here. He already calculated that I would need a 33,464 BTU machine. On the balcony, we will put 1,000, which is a gourmet area that has received sunlight, so 1,000. In other environments, I will comply with 800 m squared. It tends to be enough. 800 BTU per square meter. It tends to be enough for any high-end residence.
Tá?
So he gave a machine worth 33, 28, 670, 16, 210,000, and so on. We can also indicate here what type of evaporator will be used. Indoor unit auto selection. So I'm going to put it here, and we'll put it in the room.
É tudo VRF, né? DVM. Para todos os ambientes. Para a sala, nós vamos colocar tudo também cassete. Para todos os ambientes nós vamos utilizar cassete.
For all environments, we will use cassettes. Cassette product family. We have some types of cassette: 360 cassette, 4-way cassette, compact 4-way cassette, 1-way cassette. So in the living room, we will use the 360 cassette.
360. Na varanda, nós vamos...
On the balcony, we are going to use a 4-way cassette. In the master suite, a 1-way cassette. In the suite 2. In the other rooms, all 1-way cassette. I particularly like the 1-way cassette a lot because of not only the design, but because it has a built-in drain pump, which greatly facilitates the issue of draining condensate.
tá?
For some products, he also asks for the series. Here he doesn't ask, but for the cassette, he asks for one copy. So we put it here, win-free one way, and that's it.
Tá?
So now I already have my evaporators previously selected. I have to find where they are. Now I have to do here command, which is Indo Auto Selection. Let's put it here. He says I asked for Endor Auto Selection. Then he said there was no logical active system. I didn't start making a system. So I come here at home is for the father of my system design. So now that I'm going to start my system, I'm going to put new system. What type of system is it? It's a VRF system. Ready? Now I came here in my indoor auto selection. So what objects? It says here, select rooms to place indoor unit automatically.
Tá?
So select the rooms for you to position your internal units automatically. So let's select here. Right click on the line select. I selected all my environments ready. Good to see now if I already have equipment here, that is, it has already defined equipment. It's in room 136 machine on the balcony, a 30 machine on your others have an 18 machine in health, a 12 machine in the office, 9 in the other room, the 12 machine. Now we are here in the equipment, we come here, click on this button here, and it will be place unconnected equipment. Then I will connect the equipment in my environment. So let's go. I click here on this equipment place, okay? And he will ask, select indoor unit range method in the center or user defined. So I'm going to say that it will be defined by the user. So I put the letter U.
Tá?
So my unit now appears here. I will position it more or less here. Okay, enter, and it has already placed the room and the model unit of the equipment used. Let's go to the balcony now. I click here to position it.
Tá?
On the balcony, I'm not going to put the position I defined. Let's put it in the center. I'll put the letter C, and then you put the position of the unit or select the room. So I'll put the R here, okay? I'll select the balcony. He's already put the machine here in the center. He also asked about the angle. The angle will be 0. My machine is already positioned on the balcony on the switchmaster. Let's position the switchmaster machine. It shows you here between the separation in relation to the wall. Normally the cassette is one way. You move it away from the wall. Standard 30 cm. But I'm going to put this master switch. It gives 300 cm here. And it says the point you want to set, and by pressing the control letter, it rotates the unit. Then pressing control once will rotate the unit. I'm going to position our machine more or less here.
Tá?
In the last one, now the office where we will place our machine. 300. The separation 30 centimeters of separation control to move. I'll put it here. There must be a closet, so I'll put the machine more or less here in front of the closet, okay? our drawing won't be a little polluted. I'll center the model of the machines a little more here in the environments. How do I change this? The base point is here. Take the snap object here, up to here. If I press enter again, I repeat the command, enter, enter, which point, move here, enter again, move here, enter again, move here. The balcony and living room are fine, okay?
O que eu preciso?
Now place my condenser unit. I already know that a 10 HP condenser unit will work for this environment. So let's go here with the equipment where you want it. Design.
Design.
Team outdoor unit, external unit. So it is here, in the second point here, there is pipe and material.
Tá?
Outdoor unit, indoor unit. So outdoor unit, what type of unit will I want? I'm going to want DVM ECO hitch pump, which is the hot and cold one.
Tá?
What model would it be? We have HPNA, which is the product available in the United States, in North America, or global, which is what is available in Brazil. Maximum allowed simultaneity of 130, check here. I'm going to pull the 10 HP 220 machine, which is here. I click here, add indoor unit.
Tá?
I'm going to put it here on this balcony.
Tá? Então,
She will stay here. Zero angle. I can put it at angle 0, press enter so our drawing doesn't get polluted. The drawing comes and I'm going to move it here, move this item like I did with the others. Okay? And now we have to make our piping. Let's go. So first thing, I'm going to make a central piping. Okay? And I'm going to ask the program to connect my internal units. You'll see now that we've done the longest part, you'll see that the program will draw it for you.
tá?
So let's go. So I will now go here to design and then piping, which is manual piping. I will do manual. This is the central piping. My piping will come out of my condenser. I don't need to inform you that it will be uneven. The program will calculate this. It gives the points where I can leave. I'm going to get out of here.
Tá?
And I'm going to put this one here so that it stays in an orthogonal system, so that it only always moves at 90 degrees, which looks more beautiful in the space. So I'm going to walk a little bit here horizontally. I'm going to go up, and the machine will pass more or less. The pipe is going to go through here, come here, and I'm going to bring my main pipe to here. I press enter. It has already made the curves here, and my main pipe is already here. So what am I going to do now?
E ele select refrigerant pipe material.
Then select the refrigerant piping. I selected the piping, and it now asks for the internal units that will be connected to this piping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to press enter, and it's already put all my pipes here.
Tá?
I hope you are obeying from a distance. Then he says, do you want to change the meaning of the refinements? They are in the right direction.
Tá? Vamos errar de propósito?
To see what happens, I'm going to say I want to change the meaning. I'll say yes. He will take the refinement and change the side of the refinement. Yes.
Tá?
But that wasn't what I wanted. So I'm going to press enter here, and I'm going to ask him to undo our command.
Tá bom?
Let's go again. Automatic.
Tá?
So I select the tube, and now I select the internal units. Selected. He asks if I want to change the direction of the GFINET. If I say no, and now keep an eye on this last pipe. And he asks if you want to connect the last internal unit, which is my last internal unit. Is it the cassette from the balcony? I'm going to give IS, and there he's going to take this refinement. That's it. My project is ready, but let's say the following. Come on, Mauricio. I didn't want my piping here on the balcony to come from this main piping. I wanted it to come from this piping in the living room. Can we do that? We can. How are we going to do it? Let's go. I'm going to delete this here. And I'm going to delete this main line as well. Drawing erase. So first thing here, I'm going to connect. Oh, interesting. He already places the right side of the connection when you're doing the project. Puts it on this side. He already makes the piping connecting on the right side. It's where it connects to the cassette. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to do a manual line now. Okay, so I'm going to do the manual line. I'm going to connect it here, come and ask for it to be orthogonal here. So I deleted all the lines, and I'm going to bring it here from this refinement to my last machine manually. Okay, you've made the connection. And from here, I'm going to bring it to this one. Come on, manual. Here. You put the refiner on the wrong side, I'll have it changed. And that's it.
Tá?
My flow chart is ready.
Tá?
What could we do? Check if there's an error in our system, right? Let's do this now. So I click here and information not in this model. I click information. I will select the panel. I already know that the panel sold here in Brazil is this one, and the remote control is also wireless remote control. Okay, let's now go here with this equipment information. Selected the front panel and the remote control.
Nesse equipamento aqui,
In this equipment here, same thing. I click information, front panel, and the remote control, which is this one too. This one, come on, panel, remote control. The panel of the Umave cassette that is sold of the 360 cassette is this one.
e
And the remote control is this one. Let's see if everything is okay now. Come here, check, start check.
Ready.
I've already run my flowchart.
começo do
My system is ready.
tá,
He said that the longest turbo is 18.85 meters. It could even be 160 total length.
tá?
It gives all the features.
A altura, tá? Entre
The height difference between the outdoor unit and the indoor unit is 2.8 meters. What is the height from my ceiling to my ceiling? Factory charge 3.70, add additional refrigerant charge 3.84. Finished my project, not finished my project. Is my project finished? No, my project is not finished. Now I can also enter the dimensions of the tubes. I can make my hydric and condensate lines, and I can also make our communication cable. So now let's enter the dimensions of the tubes. We come here, where is here? Pipe, which is here in subtitles, notes. I come here, piping on this button here, top.
tá?
Let's do it automatic, or let's do it automatic and see how it goes. From A for automatic.
Tá?
You already put it in? It was a little bit polluted.
Né? Ficou pouquinho poluído.
Then you will see the following, but it is informing here that this first section has 1.80 horizontally. But in the flowchart, it will show it'll add 2.8, that this one has 2.9, here it has 0.5. And here also in BF form, what is this? AC. AC are the diameters of the pipe. I think it will be in a legend that we will insert in our drawing too.
Tá?
So I'm going to undo this command and put the measurement pipe by pipe so our drawing doesn't look so polluted. So I'm going to give one here, go back and take it. So let's go. I'm going to do it manually here. What is the position? I'm going to put this one here. Okay, over there. Okay, let's go back to this one here. I'm going to take this snap object here. Okay, this section here. Let's see how much it gives. It will probably be 50 cm. Let's see if it will give. This is 50 cm. This other one section here, let me put it here, also 50 cm. This section, I'm going to put 1.92 meters on this side. This section I'm going to move here a little so that nothing is on top of the other. Let's go to the design. This tube is missing here. I'm going to put it here. This tube is also missing. This tube here is also missing. This one is missing. Right now my last two are ready. I already have the length of each section quoted in the drawing. And here I can even put the caption. So let's go.
Tá? Então,
Self. I insert my caption here. So now I know what it is. When you have the letter B, the letter A, the 1/4 piping, so here is A and C, then the 1/4 and 1/2 piping, here the piping is B and E, B 3/8 and 3/4, here B and D, 3/8 and 5/8 piping. Okay, so some more information here in our drawing. What's missing here too? We still need to install the refinements.
tá?
So I come here in this same place and select the item I want.
Room.
I'm gonna have to make a little window here. So I select the 3 of them here. You don't have to delete anything. Let's do this command. Let's go. A.
Vou mover ele.
It's 2. Let's see it all. Let's do the same refinement. Then R, I make my window here. Let's do 2. Okay, what else is missing in our drawing? Could do condensate line.
Tá?
Now we can get the reports here.
Tá?
Make the default here.
Tá?
Put everything you have in our report. And we're going to paste the report here in the drawing. I'm going to cancel it here. And he's going to paste the report here in our drawing. Everything that we were used to having in the report, he put it here. What are we going to have here? The equipment used, the quantity of each of them, quantity of accessories, the pipes, the total length of each pipe. He said the liquid line, suction line. You will also have here the characteristics of each nominal capacity, corrected capacity, model. You will also have the performance data of the equipment, where that will also be located. So all the information contained in the report, dimensions, electrical characteristics of each piece of equipment will all be here. What is missing? We're missing that traditional flowchart that we can do here too. I come here, he is, if I'm not mistaken, this one here is the sales type. Let's go.
Tá? Activate system, tá?
Activate system. Okay, I can paste it here too. Don't activate system, okay? Okay, I can paste it here too in my drawing. Let's zoom in to see it shows here our internal unit that it's down and that come on. Look how cool it was here that she considered here. She considered the total length to be 4.6 meters. Why? Because she considered that I'm going to go up because it's going to be above the ceiling and that there are two curves, 2 meters. So it also informs the curves here.
né?
So for the room here, it is 1.92 meters and has a curve. She informed everything here. So it's a very cool program. You receive a quote, an architect's project. You are able to use his plans to create your project for handing it over to the lighting staff. So the architect can work on your design becomes very practical. And the coolest thing is that you can do all this without having a CAD program on your computer. AutoCAD is very expensive, okay? We're not going to talk about pirating here. It doesn't make any sense. So you have completely free software that allows you to draw projects directly on an AutoCAD plan. Okay guys, that's what I had to show you today. Thank you to those who stayed until the end of the video, liked it, didn't like it, tell me why, comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we are trying more and more to bring you a lot of knowledge. Big hug and see you in the next video.